So, dumating na ang phone na sobrang hina-hype ng ibang mga tech vloggers. And this is the Oppo A3. Sabi nila, sobrang tibay daw nito dahil drop resistant and kahit anong hampas mo dito, hindi daw basta-basta mababasag. Kailangan mo nga ba? And ang kanyang design is really premium daw. And this one has a Snapdragon 6S 4G Gen 1. Hindi siya 6S Gen 4 kasi wala namang ganun. And tatalakayin natin kung itong phone na ito is worth your 9,000 pesos. So, simulan natin. Now, ito si Oppo A3 na may 6 gigs of RAM and 120 gigs of storage has a price of 8,999. Pwede nyo makita to on the link that I'll post on the description box below. Now, pag-usapan na natin kanyang design. Sabi nila maganda ang likod nito. It looks handsome, it looks good, and it looks like an iPhone. Well, honestly, lahat naman sila halos kumukopya sa iPhone. Let's just admit it. One thing na gusto ko dito sa kanya is okay naman kanyang likod, matang finish niya, and hindi rin siya kapitin ng fingerprints. Another thing na gusto ko sa kanya is quite thin ang kanyang camera bump dito, which is definitely good. So, hindi basta-basta mag-wobble to sa table. And another thing is that nandyan ang kanyang audio jack. And this one is also a triple card slot, so meaning pwede ka mag-expand ng micro SD. By the way, this is 4G powered. Now, one thing na gusto ko rin sa kanya is okay, maganda naman kanyang grip dito sa aking kamay, wala kang maging problema. And probably something na hindi ko masyado gusto is makapal ang kanyang bezels sa ibabaw, sa sides, and pati ang kanyang punch hole is medyo malaki. Now, this phone is said to be a very tough phone. Meron siyang military standard na 810H, which is definitely drop resistant. And probably if you're the type of guy na hindi naman burara, hindi mo naman kailangan maging military standard ang iyong mga phone. Pansin ko ang mga phone manufacturer these days, wala na sila masyadong ibang maisip na innovation kundi going tough ang iyong phone. And mostly mga people like you and me, maingat naman tayo sa mga gamit natin. So, I don't think a drop-resistant phone is really needed that much. It's an added feature, but it's not really important. Now, inside meron siyang case na kasama na mukhang ganito. And design na dito mukhang yung ridges ni Oishi, yung chichirya. Now, instead na using yung default case niya, I bought myself this one. This is from Shandy. This is a Beetle case ni Shandy, which for me, I've been using itong mga case na ito for so many years already. And yung kanyang kanto is for drop resistance. And yeah, for me, added a 299 pesos na case instead of getting a military standard na phone, which is an added feature but not really that important to me. Ito, drop resistant na. And ako naman, hindi naman ako known for dropping my phone. So, it's okay. Now, going back to yung kanyang design, remember the Tecno Spark Go 1 na nireview natin kamakailan lang? It looks almost the same dito sa kanya. And that phone costs you around mga 3,000 plus peso or even 2,600 pag naka-sale siya. It looks almost the same dito sa kanya. So, kung ang habol mo is aesthetics, you can consider the Tecno Spark Go 1. Now, itong phone na ito is being powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 6S Gen 1 na 4G. And it's nothing really powerful dahil this one was only able to get a 248,000 points dito sa Antutu benchmark. And if you break it down, this is the score na nakuha natin. Now, but sinabi ko sa title na nililito tayo ni Oppo na ang Snapdragon 6S Gen 1 4G is a recycled na Snapdragon 685 dahil it has the Adreno 610, parehong-pareho. So most likely, this is a renamed or rebranded na 685, which is a older chip into letting you know na, uy, bago, 6S Gen 1. But in fact, hindi. Naughty ka, Oppo. Now, pagdating sa Geekbench, this is what I got sa kanyang CPU benchmarking and sa kanyang GPU benchmarking. Mababa rin ang kanyang loop score sa WildDepth Extreme, 118 and 97% ang kanyang stability. Quite decent ang kanyang thermal throttling and it throttled to 81% ang kanyang best performance. Now, ang kanyang display has a 6.67-inch na IPS LCD. And the phone na ito can display you up to 720p na resolution and it has a 90Hz of screen refresh rate together with a 1000 nits na maximum brightness. Now, probably one thing na napansin ko on outdoors when you're using this under the direct sunlight, medyo may kunting kahirapan makita ang mga nakasulat dito sa phone na ito. So, definitely kailangan mo pumunta sa lilim para makita lahat ng nakasulat. So, ang protection nitong glass na ito is a Panda glass, plastic frames, and plastic back case. Now, when you're scrolling on socials, okay naman siya, wala kang maging problema dahil okay naman nga na refresh rate, 90Hz naman siya. Now, if you're watching videos din naman dito, medyo mabibiting ka lang ng konti dahil this one can only give you up to 720p na resolution, which for me, at least 180p to let you enjoy the video better on your phone. But siguro the good thing about 720p is medyo mas matipid naman siya sa data. Now, itong phone na ito only has one loud firing speaker dito sa ilalim. So, tetest lang natin kung okay ba ang kanyang sounds or hindi siya okay. Here goes. Now, one of the things na napansin ko dito sa kanya is kaya na mag-volume up to 300% ng kanyang max volume. So, meaning it's supposed to be loud. But for me, katamtaman ng kanyang sounds, don't expect it to be really that loud dahil isa lang kanyang loud firing speaker dito sa ilalim. For me, it's just average. Now, this phone has a 5,100 mAh of battery. You can support up to 45 watts ng super VOOC charge. Charging from 0 to 100 takes you around mga 1.5 oras, which is quite good, not really that bad. If you ask me kung kaya naman na magtagal ng one whole day, kayang-kaya, wala kang maging problema. And sabi ni Oppo that this one can give you over 4 years daw na durable battery. Well, it remains to be seen. Now, probably if you're a frequent traveler na mahilig gumala, ayaw mo naman yung phone mo na nakasaksak sa wall, nandun ka lang nagtatambay, and ayaw mo naman magbitbit ng mga powerbank na sobrang bigat. I have here is the Momax na 1 Power Mini. Sobrang liit niya, guys. So, and what's nice dito sa kanya is kakabit mo lang siya dito sa ilalim and you'll be charging in no time. Wala kang maging problema. Pwede kang maggamit ng phone mo ng ganito lang. While you're using your phone, while you're taking a phone call, okay, maliit lang naman siya. So, hindi siya isagabal. Link on the description. Now, pagdating naman sa gaming, alam naman natin si Snapdragon 685 or ito si Snapdragon 6S Gen 1 is not really too much of a gaming chip. Probably can give you some entry-level na gaming or a little bit above entry-level na gaming experience. So, nilaro natin si Call of Duty Mobile and si Mobile Legends on this phone. Sa Call of Duty Mobile, I would say initially okay naman siya. But nung tumatagal ang laro ko, pansin ko na medyo nagkakaroon na siya ng mga frame drops. And well, nagsiskip ang frames a bit. So, hindi naman siya ganong kalala. It's playable still, and honestly, I was able to win quite several games naman, and pinakamainit na naabot nito after 30 minutes of gameplays around mga 41 degrees Celsius. Now, pagdating sa ML, it's the other way around. Medyo nahirapan na maglaro dito sa phone nito on medium graphical settings, and pansin ko sa kanya is that whenever nagbabattle na ako, napapansin ko parang biglang tumatalon na lang kalaban ko. Parang, teka, parang sinusuntok ko pa lang siya dito, mamaya nandun na siya. Parang nag-teleport siya. So, there's a lot of occasion na biglang nagte-teleport na aking kalaban, especially during heavy battles sa medyo nakukumpulan guys on a certain point, talagang ang heavy ng frame droppings dito sa phone na ito. So, I guess kailangan the lowest graphical settings just to be able to get you a good gaming experience. So, after 30 minutes of gameplay, pinakamainit, 43 degrees Celsius. Napag-usapan na natin ang kanyang camera. This one has a 50MP na main camera sensor with a aperture of 1.8, and the other sensor probably might be a depth sensor. This one can let you shoot up to 1080 and 30, and ang kanyang front-facing camera is 5MP, which can only shoot you up to 1080 and 30 as well. Okay, so for the camera analysis, simulan muna natin with some outdoor shot that I took, and based on this photo, makita natin, okay naman ang shot na ito if you don't zoom it in, but once you zoom it in, makita mo mga leaves dito are quite soft for my liking. Further taking some shots ng mga plants, looks okay naman. There are times na may pagka-sharp naman siya, but most of the time, pag kumukuha ka naman ng shots are, well, soft na siya. And if you're trying to take some photos using the normal lens, this is a 1-time zoom shot, and this is a 2-time zoom shot. Pretty decent naman ang kanyang 2-time zoom. I can get some good shots naman, like this one, sharp naman siya, and as long as sa outdoor, well, most oftenly, makakuha ka naman ng some really nice, good, and decent shots. Now, if you're indoor naman, try to take some product shot, I would say na medyo may pagka-overexposed tong shot na ito on the right side, but on the left side, it looks kinda okay. Now, pag nilapitan mo naman itong star na ito, I think the bokeh shot is not so bad after all. Now, trying to take some bean shot like this one, well, medyo soft na siya once you zoom it in, and mabilis naman siya mag-focus, to be honest with you. Trying to take itong mga tansan shot na ito, bottle cap shot, okay naman, it was fast to focus, and pag zoom in mo, okay naman, buo pa naman mga words dito. And pag tinry mo naman kumuha ng zoom shot on indoor, this is a normal shot. shot. And this is a 2x zoom shot. Pag zoom in mo, okay pa naman siya. And further taking some indoor shot na medyo low light, well, medyo soft na mga photos na ito, but it still looks good. And medyo may pagka-pale lang kanyang color, wherein yung original object na ito, medyo may pagka-bright red. Now, taking some low light shot further, okay naman siya. Makita mo, though medyo soft na siya pag zoom in mo siya. And pag kumuha ka naman ng moving object shot, hindi siya makahabol kasi malabo na itong mga kanin na to, fried rice. Now, when it's low light na, nung padilim na, around mga 6 o'clock, medyo binabrighten yung sky using its night mode. And ito rin naman sa kanya, well, I would say pretty good itong kuha niya using its night mode. Buong buo itong blue water days pa. As well as this one is taken around mga 7 o'clock. And yeah, makita mo, vibrant na vibrant siya using its night mode. Pagdating sa kanyang front-facing camera, I would say na probably this is one of the worst selfie camera na gamit ko on a Oppo phone. Normally, Oppo is known for a good camera phone, but I would say this is probably one of the worst na nagamit ko at this price point. Very soft, very bad ang kanyang pagkakuha sa akin on outdoors, and needless to say, further taking some more photo using its front-facing camera, sobra ako na-disappoint sa kanya. And mas lalo na when you go indoor, sobrang sabog, sobrang overexposed, hindi mo maintindihan, mukha akong mumo dito sa mga shots na ito. And I'll be honest with you, sobrang soft ang kanyang mga indoor shot, and I hate to share this photo on Instagram. Mas lalo na ito pag low light, talagang walang-wala na yung details lahat. Now, if you're trying to use the front-facing camera to vlog, well, honestly, shaky, and the resolution is very bad, so blurred siya. I would say na siguro you can only use this for video chatting and nothing else. Now, yung kanyang rear camera naman, equally shaky, but the resolution is better than the front-facing one. But yeah, I think you need a gimbal to stabilize this one, just to be able to get a good shot. Now guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa Oppo A3? Is it really worth the hype? For a 9,000 pesos, you get a military standard na phone which has a drop resistance, a 3 years of fluency update, meaning you get updates up to 3 years. But the performance dito sa phone na ito is just so-so, and the camera is pretty bad, and you can only get some entry-level na gaming experience on this phone. If you're looking for aesthetically wise na magandang phone, you can check this Tecno Spark Go 1, or you can spend your 9,000 pesos better, add ka lang a little bit more for the Infinix 030 4G. That one has a better performance overall. Plus, it also has a bigger storage and bigger RAM, 8256. And the camera performance sa 030 4G is better than this one. So, worth it nga ba itong phone na ito? Probably hindi. But if you still want the Oppo A3, click the link on the description box below. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. And a sub to this channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you in my next one. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.